Hey everyone, it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and it's Sunday. It's Sunday afternoon, because I don't know what happened to this week. Do you guys feel that way? Like, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, it's Sunday, and my sketch Sunday is not done. Not done. Can you believe that? Like, I'm usually on top of things. So, I'm sorry I am coming to you a little late today, but at least it's the same day, so I'm going to go with it's a win. So, I was super excited for this layout because I had an idea and I had the pictures. Um so I'm not really sure why it didn't get done on time, but it didn't because, time flies when, it's Christmas time. So I briefly showed you my photos. So our town has this like box downtown. My daughter calls it the Star Box, like Starbucks. She thought she was super creative. Um, and it's this lit up box. It's beautiful. And so after the Christmas party, we had gone downtown and took a few pictures. So it's a picture of my husband and I knew that I wanted to use it with this sketch, with that big element behind it, and I wanted it to be a star. So at first I wasn't sure if I wanted to just have a big glitter star or if I wanted to do a big shaker star. Well, I guess I didn't have to think too long about it. Obviously, I went with the big shaker star. So my glitter paper is actually from a project pad that I got from my friend Sharon. It's from the Indigo and Ivy. And I just put it in my Cricut and I went to the shapes. I grabbed a star. I initially made it 8 inches by whatever, and then I decided it needed to be a little crooked and a little wonky. So I clicked on the little unlock button and dragged it to where I felt it needed to be. So then I added some acetate from a chipboard sheet, and I'm going to back it with this beautiful vellum from My Mind's Eye. Now, I'm not exactly sure where I go wrong, but I go wrong. So, um, I cut this out thinking I needed to save some of this paper, right? And then I go to put it back on and flip it over and realize, oh, my paper was not the way I wanted it. So I have to like flip it around and see if I can get it to work, which it does. Thank goodness. So that is going to be the back. Now for my shaker pocket, I am going to use the Modern Holiday Mix, which is beautiful. It has blues and pinks, which is perfect because in the photo you can see the background lights and they do look very blue and pink. Now I learned this little trick from my friend Sandy. So when you make a giant shaker pocket and you put it in your album, most of the sequins fall to the bottom of the shaker, which is fine because then you lay it down and they go up. But so that it looks like they don't all fall to the bottom, you add a few drops of adhesive. I use the Nuvo Deluxe, and I use my Crystal Katana, and I'm going to add a few sequins all over. Now I tried to position the vellum like where it was going to be so I knew where to put my sequins. So that is what I am doing here. And then I'm going to pop that off. I'm going to dump the rest of the sequins in, the majority of the rest of the sequin mix as well. I do leave a little bit for some scattering afterwards. And I definitely wanted those big sequins in. I think that they were just perfect because you have a big shaker pocket, so it's a good time to use large items. So you can use all kinds of large items. You could use wood veneer, um, flare, just about anything you wanted to put in there. If you have a large shaker element, try some of those large elements to put in your shaker pocket. So I have used this awesome foam tape from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and that's what I used to go around my star. But now I'm realizing that I need to add it all the way around the back. Otherwise, my entire layout's going to fall down around the star. So that is what I did. And then I just added a very old piece of paper. Oh, look, there's where my crystal katana rolls off my desk. Oh, goodness. So it's a piece of paper that I just don't think I'm going to use anymore. It's very thin. It's very old. I have 2 of them. So I decided to use that for the white for the back of my paper. Now, I have 2 photos. They're very similar. There's one photo and we're looking super cute, and I decided to kick my leg up like, back in the day. And so that is the first one. And then I decided I wanted to make like a little flip up so we can see the second second picture, but it's not like in your face. So I took this 6x6 piece of Felicity Jane, and I am going to just back it. The back has little stars on it. And I realize I have to trim down my photo a little bit because I don't want you to actually see it. And then obviously I'm having all kinds of trouble trying to figure out where this goes because I don't want you to see any of it. It's like a hidden gem. Anyway, the second picture is my husband thought it would be cute if he kicked his leg up as well. But of course, he doesn't kick it up to the back like me. He kicks it up to the front like he's going to give me a big bear hug. So it's kind of a funny picture. So you have the nice picture in the front and then you have the funny in the back. I don't know if you do that with your kids, but we do. It's like, okay, you smiled for a nice picture. Now you can do a funny picture. So there is my little flip up. And then I have a couple of pink and blue pieces of paper that I am going to use for those strips and backing. This piece is from Maggie Holmes, and it's wrapping paper, but it was definitely the right blue. And this pink snowflakes is from the Hip Kit Club from the month of November. So I'm actually just going to back my photo in that. And then I also went through my scraps and I grab this pink and a glitter cardstock pink. And so here I am trying to follow the sketch and put the pieces of paper in the middle. But it's taking up too much of my shaker pocket, and I didn't like that. So I'm going to move all of those strips of paper over to the left-hand side of the layout. Now, because I am using glitter paper for my background, I am using my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to adhere it down because, nothing sticks to glitter paper, especially my cheap adhesive. But so I'm going to pop these down, and then I am going to glue down my photo. So while I am gluing, we have another special guest today. So Becky is joining us for the sketch today, as well as Karen. Thank you for joining us this month, Karen. It's been so much fun to see all of your beautiful takes on these sketches. And I'm hoping Amber will be back next month, 2021. I have high hopes for. It's going to be a good year. So yes. So in the description box, you will find links to Moira's channel because she's a little late today too. Becky's layout, and then Karen and Amber's Instagram. And then, of course, Christy's channel is always listed because without her, we wouldn't even have this series. We love revisiting all of hers. So I pulled out this Bramble Fox perspective that says sparkle, and they all usually have like a backing. Well, this one's like a mirrored and there's no backing. So I'm going to add my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, adhere that right over my star. And then the other part is December, and that is from, I got it from Sandy at Scrapping Reflections. And I think she used it the other day in her December daily, and I can't find it. It's a Jen Hadfield. Oh, here it is. It's called Very Merry Thickers. So my title is going to be December Sparkle. And I grabbed some other perspectives from Bramble Fox in the stars in pink and gold. And I'm going to adhere all those down. Those do have backing. And then I am going to take my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive and just kind of do the same thing that I did on the back of, well, I guess it's actually the front of the vellum, but in the star. So I just add a few drops of Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, and then I use my Crystal Katana and randomly place these beautiful sequins all the way down. And that kind of goes with the sketch. In the sketch, there's some big hearts and stars, that type of thing running down those strips of paper. I don't know if I told you, but this sketch is from Series 5, Day 30, and it is a page map sketch, if you are curious. So Christy does have a Facebook group with all of these sketches, so definitely check that out. And there is my very, very sparkly layout. I absolutely love it. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you need some sequins, head over to Spiegelmom Mom Scraps and you can use my code Crystal15 to save 15%. So remember to wear your crown. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye.